Can you see the smoke coming out of here?
I bet Jessica Hayes is tired of
Hey, don't be saying no names.
Hey, hush now. Hey, good evening, everybody. It is time for the ham haul from TEMU. And so far, we got Josh, Kilo 4, Lima, India. Good evening in the chat. Good to see you, buddy. I know you were getting worried about us. Yes, we're late. We kind of been eating supper a little bit. And the other thing is we're having issues with some of my camera stuff. So, before we get going, let's go ahead and do an audio check. Because I know sometimes I mess up and there's no audio. So I guess everything's good. So we're going to go ahead and transition, and let's give a shout out to these folks. One, giving a shout out to Eddie, just because he's Eddie and he's always around, and he's contributed to tonight's stream. He's actually going to get to take some of this stuff home tonight. We're going to talk about the stuff that we have made from TEMU. So Toby, it's Alpha Delta 2 Charlie Delta, Michael, Kilo Echo 4 Eastern Standard Time, and Josh, Kilo 4 Lima India, is all up in the house tonight. Then we have the fan that wants more. They get a little member shout outs, photos and status updates, and what? Where do you see that? Did you send him something?
No.
Mike Roberge, PP Man, says that that supposedly I've been drinking again, but that is not true. Dale, W0DAZ, good evening, Dale. Thank you for your fan that wants more. And the fan of growth, WD4DAN, and Claude Ray, AC4SH, and Georgia Parks and Propagation. Now, let me tell y'all, WD4DAN, part of his perks, yeah, you be stirring the pot, all right. Part of his perks of being the fan of growth, that it's not even in there, is that I give a shout out for their channel. So check out Dan's channel. It's called Front End Overload. And then Claude Ray, AC4SH, doesn't have a channel, but at georgiaparks.org, he has got our Georgia State Parks on the Air contest. So that is http://georgiaparks.org. You can check that out. That's coming up in the first week of April. And then
Be here before we know it.
Yeah, time is really actually zinging by. So the last one is Georgia Parks and Propagation, and that is Alpha Echo 4 X-Ray Oscar, and he does have his own YouTube channel. And so he's out there messing around with propagation. And then if you will look very closely below Dan and above Claude, Kilo Oscar 4 Fox Sierra Zulu, Chris had to take a break for a minute from my channel, but he says he'll be back. But I left him on there because he's going through some health issues, and we just want to keep him in our thoughts and prayers. So if you're a thinker or a prayer, keep Chris, Kilo Oscar 4 Fox Sierra Zulu, in your in your thoughts. Yes, time does follow gravity, and it does pick up speed as the potential energy turns into kinetic energy. So I'm going to turn this camera. We're about to make something work here. So if you give me just a minute, I'll actually get the Yep. So that one doesn't even work. That is some garbage. There is supposedly a built-in camera to my laptop, and that is the reason we're late, is because it has been acting a complete fool. So here we go. All right, so hey, Whiskey One Whiskey Charlie, I've had an opportunity to work you quite a bit here lately, and it's been a lot of fun chasing you. Today I was either napping, or I did take the kids to see crap. What did I take them to see? Sonic 3. We watched Sonic 1 and Sonic 2, and I'd never seen Sonic before until the other day. They made us rent them off of YouTube, and so we rented them. Anyways, they're being loud and it's distracting. So, hey, holy cow, David, it's been a long time. Kilo Yankee 4 Golf Mike, good evening. So, I had some images made up. I don't know where they went. But we're going to talk about some things that we purchased off of, yes, you have definitely been activating up a storm. Man, it's too late at night. I can't focus. Anyways, yes, to W1WC, yeah, you definitely have been killing it, making a storm of some activations up. We did some shopping on TEMU, and I was saying earlier,
Robbie did
well,
shopping.
I mean, you were there.
I contributed half the money,
He did contribute
or maybe close.
pretty close. I did buy.
He may have splurged.
I did buy more than what was originally allotted. I actually spent a freaking boatload of money on TEMU. Okay, so Josh asked a great question, Kilo 4 Lima, India. I actually used TEMU to order parts for my broken soldering iron. It was a stream about 2 months ago when I was building Dan's loop on ground, and my soldering iron went completely nuclear. And so what I did is I ordered some parts off of the TEMU, and it actually fixed the soldering iron, Josh. It's the craziest thing. I have an air and a spare, so I put the air in it, and now I have a spare in case it happens again. But it actually was really, really easy. So when
Are we picturing ourselves on purpose?
of course,
Okay.
because this camera has more of a straight on with you, and it's kind of weird. The webcam doesn't quite its side of face, so you here, there. Now you're kind of cut off. All right. So yes, the soldering iron actually did fix it. I could not believe it. And so now I have 2 soldering irons because I had to buy a replacement to fix the original soldering iron. So the first thing is when I first signed up for TEMU, this Bioenno that I ordered was legit only like $8. Now, it's one of those one-time only things that you can get, like special deals where you get something free or almost free or super duper stupid cheap. And so I did get a Bioenno the first time I used TEMU, and it legit was only like $8. And I think $3 of that was shipping because, of course, you know, they have different sellers on TEMU, and that's just how that kind of worked out. So one of the things that I have a bunch of, what are you reading on? Did I say it right? Boof Wang.
Professional quality.
Professional quality, my behind. How many of y'all would agree that a Bioenno or Boof Wang is professional quality? Leave a comment if you think that it is not professional quality. I would think like a FT60, a Yaesu FT60 is like the, what would you say, like the run-of-the-mill, very popular HT?
Yeah, fairly heavy duty.
Like a lot of people, if you said FT60, they pretty much know. He said, Brian said, depends on the profession, I suppose. I guess this is more like your pole dancer. Absolutely military grade. Absolutely military grade. All right, so moving to the next item that was actually purchased with our funds that we pulled together. Hey, Dom, good evening, buddy. NC4XL. Hello, Dom. And Dom hails from North Carolina.
Kakalaki.
North Kakalaki. My sister says nobody says that.
We do.
I must be nobody. So one of the first thing is I bought a bunch of these, and because I have an Explorer bag, and you all, if you go look in some of my videos, yeah, Dom says all the time here, Kakalaki. So having extra bags that have these, see, mine actually have the clips on them. This one doesn't have the clips. This one has, let's find which camera we want to look in here. This one has where you put through the loops like this. Oh, Eddie's got a second light. And you put it through the loops like that. So they have other types. They have small ones that'll hold your Boofwang radio in there. But this is just one of them. And I want to say that these are like $4 or $5 maybe. And what's great about this little bag, all right, so Eddie is a Boy Scout. Let's fire up the browser and let's go to the TEMU real quick. And let me pull this up. We'll switch from the camera for just a minute. And let's make sure the web is up. Give me just a minute, y'all. It says, warning, your window is not there. There we go. All right, so we're going to go to the internet. And
Ready, set, transition.
ready, set, go. All right, so on TEMU, if you look up like tactical bag, you'll find some tactical bags. I've not bought tactical bags off of here, but this one right here is one of those. The tactical camping and storage bag is similar to what you would find at DX Engineer. Not DX Engineering, no, Gigaparts, at Gigaparts. So that,
like a 705 bag.
it looks like a 705 bag. Now, I do not own that one. That actually, I think, is pretty, it's fairly new. So, but they do have some nice stuff. You've got some outdoor storage, like if you wanted to have this outside of your camper. So these are some of the other tactical bags that I have purchased. Nope, this isn't it. Those are actual 9-gallon bags. So tactical pouch is the other word to look for. And usually with the Molly clips is the jam. So the ones that I got this particular go around,
I have this on like a true Max Expedition. That's very similar.
The tactical organizer, you can put your money, your if you have any left after doing ham radio, and then you got all kinds of nifty bags.
I had that in 511.
Yep, right there. That one's a little more expensive, but some of them have the Molly, and I'm doing air quotes. It's just like what you see right here. It's not actually the Alice clips in the military, in the Army. You notice I'm wearing my Army jacket tonight, but we had Alice clips that we would use back then.
Because you're older.
Well, only by a little bit, but golly, I mean, I got out 20 years ago. That's what's crazy. If I'd actually stayed in the military, I would have been able to retire like 2 months ago. That's what's crazy. All right, so these are nice. You can hook them on your bag. I also got one that it's a whole organizer that hangs off the back of my chair in the vehicle, and you can hook these to it and put more stuff in it. So it's organization for those. That one Eddie gets to take home.
I'm shocked though, actually. It's pretty nice.
It's actually really good. Zipper works great. Dom said that he went in 50 years ago. Golly, Dom, that is crazy. Did you say U.S. Army? Is that what you said you went in? So I assume Army, but I reckon we'll find out in just a minute.
I like that.
I actually had somebody at the movies today say, you work for the Department of Defense? Or the White House? And I said, no, it's the Department of Defense. Air Force. Fly high. This patch right here is not just any old unit. It's just all the Department of Defense. And I work for Defense Finance and Accounting Services out of Fort Sill, Oklahoma. Anyways, so he said he was at the flight deck, I guess, behind the White House. I thought it was pretty cool. He said it wasn't. But all right, so the next thing, let's go back.
Big thing.
Is, if you want to show this off to the camera really quick.
Okay.
And maybe read off what it's called. I'm going to go find it really quick.
This is a...
Do you know what it is?
Oh, is this the repeater?
That is the repeater for...
Okay, this is a Unitone. Don't confuse with Anytone.
It's a Yenny.
A Yenny. RC108. Walkie-talkie, two-way relay box, excuse me.
You got, yeah, definitely. What was that part number again?
Roger Charlie.
Roger. Oh, that's me. RC.
Now, is relay a thing or is this misspelled in Chinese?
Oh no, it's definitely misspelled in Chinese. I mean, that's the thing about getting things.
Let's see.
So Eddie's showing you if you can see where it says relay, but it actually, like, I've been, I can't even find it now.
Oh, it is spelled correctly on the FCC sticker. That's probably fake.
I guarantee you that this is not for real. All right,
but
so
it works.
It did work. It did work, and I actually have the settings for this. All of the configuration is in the comments, or no, the description down below. And okay, we're gonna actually go look at my actual orders. That's what I'm about to pull up here. And so I hooked it up, and it did exactly what it said it was going to do.
And that is key and unkey your radio.
It makes an actual repeater. So the thing that I was hoping would happen was that it would actually work, and so it did, and I was very happy about that. Okay, so we are going to transition. I'm going to show this to you. Has anybody else purchased anything from TEMU for ham radio, or just, like, does anybody else in the chat room trust to make a purchase from TEMU and get what you're expecting? That's what we're wondering right now. So this is the Bioenno compatible walkie-talkie repeater box. It was $12.14. And I was 7 cents off. So here is the awesome user manual to this thing. Y'all ready for this? All right, so the user manual is in Englishese for most of these things.
Chinglish.
So you can use it with a Bioenno, and what I was trying to think, yeah, there's a lot of distractions. We had a little Christmas party here earlier. What I was trying to think of doing with this was if you didn't have access to an actual repeater. So if you didn't have access to an actual repeater because the power grid was completely down, I could see where if you were charging your batteries with solar that this would actually work. So as far as doing this, TEMU, not T-Mobile. Don't you love autocorrect? That is definitely Yeah, there are definitely some things that are hit or miss on TEMU for sure. So this was definitely one of those. It's funny, it auto-corrected it to T-Mobile. So the next one on the list is this foldable measuring tape antenna that, bear with me, I gotta get up to get it.
Bar with it, please.
Yeah, I got it on my
Quochon.
Quangchang. I have it on my Quangchang, but no, I also, wrong button. Got to fade back in. So this is the foldable. You know, I almost wanted to tear it apart to see if there was legit just two tape measures taped together with some heat shrink. Nah, not tonight. Not this. Not. I'm pretty sure that's how this is made, but it does fold. It has this nice Velcro that you can
Excuse us, hook and loop.
hook. Oh yeah, I can't use name brand. Sorry, hook and loop. You're right. So it hooks and loops. It also does work like this just as well. Had already tested that out, but for $7, I mean it's okay. I've already had to fix it. So when you take this off, and then this part will also unscrew. This part actually came apart, and I had to fix it. So it does just screw together. It is a little fragile. That is Merry Christmas to everybody. Alpha Echo 4 X-Ray Oscar, that is the man himself. Good evening, Chris, and thank you for your support. So this little antenna
Is a major award.
So, he says it looks like a 1600629 military blade antenna. Ooh, clean the house. We did that this morning. Ugh. I also packed. I'm going hiking tomorrow after our ham radio Christmas party. I'm going to, I don't know the part number, but I think it's on one of my batteries. I need to look it up before I go, though, so I just can give it out. But I'm going to Providence Canyon State Park tomorrow. I'm going to hike into the back trail. It's about 2.5 miles. The worst part about it, 30 megahertz. Heck yeah. So the worst part about it, going out to Providence Canyon, is the hike up the hill. It's pretty much 300 feet straight the heck up, and it's quite brutal. But this does work. I was pleased with this purchase. I think it does perform quite well. I had a graph of all that information. I don't know where I put it on my computer. So another cool thing. $7 TEMU. Alrighty, so we will fade back to the web for just a minute, and I'm gonna need that box over there. Now, this was 2 separate orders, but I got a waterproof box. $10, probably could have gotten something from Harbor Freight, maybe.
I don't think so.
For
Not 10.
You don't think so?
No, I'm thinking. I don't know.
Let's go look, y'all. We're gonna.
I'm thinking that's a $25 box at Harbor Freight.
Really?
Yeah, their boxes aren't super cheap.
Let's find out, y'all. I do have in the description some equal buys. Their brand is called Apache.
Apache.
So they have different sizes. I believe the 2800 is their smallest one. Oh yeah.
It's a little bigger though.
But it's a lot bigger.
It's, so that's what I keep my jump starter in. So it's about that deep. It's actually square. It's about the same. It's just deeper.
Much deeper. Yeah, there's a lot more foam right here. But let's go back to the TEMU order. So okay, $10, $10 or $11, not too bad. It's a 250, which is right under 10 inches by 200, which is close to 8 inches, give or take a tenth of an inch. and then about 3 inches deep. So 76 millimeters is about 3 inches deep. But also got this cool digital voltmeter, $16.48. And let's see, there's something else in here that's in another order. So let's go back. Let me pull up the next one. Don't look at that stuff. I haven't received it yet. Solar panel. I think that on Amazon the price has actually dropped quite a bit. I think the prices are actually comparable. But before, this 50-watt solar panel from Renogy was actually cheaper on TEMU at the time. Right now on Amazon, this is actually a little bit less. But the great thing is that this actually ships from the United States, not from China. But we also, in this particular order, here is the EDC bag that we just showed you. It was $4. Yeah, there's some other stuff in this order. We'll talk about that in a minute. And here, the charge controller I actually got for free. But I had to buy a bunch of other crap to work myself out into the free range. It was still, I spent a freaking boatload of money to get some of the stuff. You can see free, but then like, holy cow.
Same price now.
Yep, it sure is on Amazon. Well, I've got it down at the bottom. I have an affiliate link, but you can see that this included a whole bunch of orders for $80, but I got quite a bit of it for free. So coming back to the camera. Hey, Kyle. Good evening. Hi, Mom. Kyle says to always call him hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom, for the whole year.
Yep. So, don't have any power connected to this right now. Actually, probably could, but it's got the meter right here. Get more stuff. Dude. Josh, Kilo 4, Lima, India. Boom. We gonna get more stuff.
He just sent us to the mall.
He did send us to the mall. Thank you, Josh, for that super chat. That's a killer super chat, bro.
That's $500 worth of stuff on TEMU.
Absolutely. If you get what you get. Now, I must say that once you open this $10 box, yes, it's going to look like a mess up in here. Oh, Eddie's going to shine a light. All right, so one, the wire, the zip wire, did not come from TEMU. This is actually Ham Radio Outlet's 10-gauge zip wire. And thank you, Josh. Just in case I didn't say it earlier. That's awesome, bro. But this is the shunt for this. Oh, my God. I just forgot the name of it.
That'd be a meter. The
meter. Yeah, the power meter. For your output for the actual battery. But it also has the charge controller for, and I discovered that this will work, even though it's not advertised that way, this will actually work with a LiFePO 4 battery. So I've been using it periodically just outside. I took it out this weekend, and actually, I think it was this weekend, but I had it charging, and I was using the radio at the same time.
So we'll charge and deplete at the same time.
It was quiet. I was actually quite surprised at how quiet it really was. Especially since this is just junk. I mean, really, that's all TEMU is for the most part, is a lot of cheap stuff for the most part. I'm just scared to buy some more expensive stuff on there. Although I did take a chance. You did see that I ordered a 1000X digital microscope. But the way that I made this is I 3D printed and I have this on printables. I need to put the other version on there that's flat. I have not had a chance to do that yet on TEMU. I mean, on printables, get yourself together. So this is the solar panel input and then the battery input and output so that solar panel can control that and charge it. Then on the output of the solar charge controller, and I made this one red so that it could be the output, and you can run 2 devices from this at least, unless you have a splitter. So thank you, Josh, for supporting our shopping habit. So this turned out really well, along with the this is like the football, man. but it fits in a nice little case, and it's like a little conversation piece. Keep it at the kitchen table. We'll talk about it. Josh, you were the best. Thank you so much. Okay. Now, I know Eddie has been waiting on this
For months.
a long time. Now, I don't know if this winder is on printables yet, but you have the centerpiece in here, and before I just had a knob on there, and you used your hand, but your hand would kind of get in the way. So what's really nice about this is you can, yep, 30 to 90 megahertz. That's pretty cool. And I bet you could whack that thing up against a tree limb and it would just keep on ticking, wouldn't it, Dom? It seems like that would be the big one that would be sticking up out of the backpack, right? I bet that's what's on the back, on the picture of the polo.
AI stuff, yeah.
I bet that's... Oh, snap. Dom says he's got one for me to test. Hey, we'll try that out.
Send
We
it
will.
with Charlie Whiskey Bravo.
Yeah, send it. Yeah, you go visit Craig, and then Craig will bring it to me. This winder is filament. This is I think this is a 300-gram filament roll, but I also have them for the 1 kilogram. Folds to 8 inches. That is nice. I mean, shoot, man, that's like super portable. But this winder, I mean, you can wind all kinds of stuff up with it quite nicely. Now, this is not hiking material. It's not light. It is very bulky. But, and it works for lefties. Eddie's a southpaw. I'm not a southpaw.
That is nice, actually.
It works. I got about 19 of them in the closet over there. I'm probably going to take them to Orlando, to the Hamcation. So, if we fade back to our shopping list, we will go find...
Sponges.
All right, I just bought sponges, something cheap. They make you buy... They do this thing where they make you buy certain things. Yeah, see, this is probably, like... not gonna be good, but anyways, that's beside it's beside the point. But you can also get this high quality RG316 coax cable. You can get this on Amazon, but it was $9 plus shipping, and you can see it was all part of that order. So
is it 25 feet or 50?
This one I think is 15, it says 16 feet. I think this is actually 25 feet. 50 feet. This is the 50 feet. Is this all 50 feet?
I was gonna say maybe it was 2
I think
pieces.
I think I cut it in half. This item is sold out. So anyways, I have a whole video. I have a whole video on YouTube on how to make your own cable. Let's see. Welcome. You are in your right brain. All right, so that's what makes Eddie cool, is he's a southpaw. Okay, so on this winder is some coax. Now, there is a company called ABR Industries. And if you want a discount code, you can go contact the Ham Radio Adventure guy. He's got one. I think it's a discount code. But, you know, the fun of being an amateur radio is that you get to make stuff. And I like to make antennas. I like to make my own coax. So I invested in the crimpers for all the different ends, and heat shrink, and buying the coax. It's the tools that really makes the investment, but if you've got them or have access to them, use them. So ABR,
and you always have a friend if you have coax.
That's true. That's true. Like if you got the tools for coax, you will always be needed by somebody. So I went ahead and bought this with Eddie's money, and I added value is that he has 1, 2, 3. I think there's 6 on 1, 2, 3. Nope, he's got 5 core. These are RFI reduction, very nice inductors on 25 feet of coax with BNC connectors, nice and heat shrinked and everything, and did not cost anything near what ABR Industry sells them for. So if you can make stuff by yourself, I do have a video on how you can make 2 25 footers for the price of 1 and still have these left over to make 2 or 3 more. So that's pretty awesome. So if y'all look up there, Josh, Kilo 4 Lima, India, I want to say you're probably at the top of the donators on stream. Thank you so much. But he definitely gave us some more shopping money. But this is for Eddie, winder and all. If you want to print these, if they're not on printables, I will put them on printables very soon. This one I kind of had to glue back together. I broke it. That's why there's glue right there. There's a little glue. I don't know.
I would have never noticed.
Well, it's more shiny. You can almost see. But Mike Roberge, PP Man, these are the kind of things that he designs in Tinkercad, and I use Fusion because I used to use Tinkercad, but then I wanted to get like better, I guess you could say, and be able to teach it. So I started to learn it, and then I really liked it. So as a teacher, by the way, Christmas break, woo woo, these should be on printables. Long story short. So this takes just a nut. You take I think it's a number 4 millimeter nut. It pops into there. It's a half size nut. And then you put the screw through the back side. And I don't think I'm going to be able to show that on camera. Put the screw through the back side. And what I did is I put a little bit of glue in the hole here. And when I screwed it together, then it's kind of non-slip. It's not going to come out. So this is for Eddie. Yes, somebody said it. These nuts. All right, let's see what else we have here. Okay, we're getting pretty close to the end here of stuff that we have purchased and can actually show on stream.
I recommend this to any of you printers.
If you've got a 3D printer, this thing is jam up pretty nice. And you know what's wild I noticed?
I'll tell you what else you put on these. Your arborist rope or line.
Yep, your arborist line. If you got 150 feet of that hanging around, boom. You can wrap that up.
Those stinky little coils in it, it's bad. This will prevent it.
It sure will, because you won't have to do this number. If you put 100 feet doing the over-under method on your hand, not the over-under, but the figure 8, if you put 100 feet on your hand, even 50 feet, it's a big blob.
You got a big hand.
My hand is pretty big. Yours is chubby and small.
Thank you.
All right, so the next thing, that could be taken so many ways. The next thing that we can find, let me see where we purchased this. Let's see.
Right near the beach.
Goodness gracious. I cannot find the order that I purchased. Oh, here we go. Here it is. Okay, going back to the web for just a moment. It is not 10 o'clock. Somebody told me the other day, they said, your channel, your voice but my computer, my choice, or my mouse, my choice, or some junk like that. Because I don't know how to say the word linear.
Linear?
Shoe on head.
Okay.
I need more information. Brian just gave us a sweet shoe on head. Here it go. Here you go. Oh, you're putting it on your head.
Send us $20 more. I'll put on yours.
Heck yeah. There it is. He says it's an old meme. Okay, well, I tell you what. We're looking it up right now. Is this something that?
Oh, I get it.
Yeah.
I mean, I recreated it.
I think you did a great job, Eddie. I think you did a great job. It was a shoe on a head. I don't know if some of that was family friendly that I just looked up. I try to keep the channel somewhat clean for the most part. And so, son of a gun, are we going to where we're supposed to be going?
TEMU.
Okay.
Right there.
So, I cannot remember. I actually learned this from a comment that was left in the U of Tube. Eddie's not old enough, neither am I guess. But let's fade back into the web. All right. So, this is great. If you have a radio power cable that you are using and you carry it around and it's not the zip line, but it's the two separate black and red wires, this stuff right here has a name, and I'll be danged if I can't remember the name of it right now. But it is called insulated braid sleeving on here. But this is the same stuff that you can use with fishing rods to keep your fishing rods from getting all tangled up and stuff. This is some good stuff. And so I went and bought some. I haven't used this particular roll yet because I actually used what was on one of my fishing rods. And I have a video for that too, out there somewhere in the channel. I think
the Tubaverse.
An older meme where people would ask streamers to put a shoe on their head. Well, we did it. I mean, we had one job, right?
And we accomplished it.
Yeah, we understood the assignment, so to speak. So definitely $20 to put an old dirty shoe. You know what's crazy? I was thinking, I'm going on this hike tomorrow. I'm actually going to wear my boots because the last...
Hi, Ashley.
Hi, Ashley.
Yep. There's my wife. She puts up with this crap. So, I'm going on a hike tomorrow, and I did actually, look at that bald, shiny head. It is fresh. Fresh. It's amazing how long I've had these shoes. They are literally falling apart. On the inside, God, there's just not a flashlight. Flashlight. I'll try to show you all. There's like nothing left in this shoe. Towards the back, the bottoms are kind of peeling off, like right here. You can see that right there. But I love these shoes. But what's wild is,
I feel like I get on some weird OnlyFans site or something now with shoes, worn out shoes.
Oh yeah, definitely. Ashley, Dom said that I'm truly blessed. We both count our blessings. We're both.
That was funny.
As they say in the South, we out-punted our coverage or something.
Out-covered our punnage, something like that. Married up.
Yeah, exactly.
That's probably the easy. But I did not go to Providence Canyon last year, did I? I think we did the Georgia Parks on the Air this last year.
Coffee.
at General Coffee. So it was the year before that when I hiked out there, and it rained like crazy. These were the shoes that I wore. And so I've had these about 3 years now. So they're just so dang comfortable. I could actually go to Amazon and find where I purchased them, but they are well worn. So Dom just said I didn't think you could count that high. What? I can count. I can count.
We got 10 fingers.
Yeah, but we've been married 18 years. 18 years. And so, you know, we made it this far. I think we got it. I think we good. All right, so as we are nearing the end of the bottom of the box, I don't know why I asked for a flashlight when I've got the flash of flashlights right here. This thing, I don't know where we got this, but this is probably
Amazon.
Probably Amazon. I guess I'll have to put that one. But man, this thing will make a camera go completely. Look at that. All right. I hope nobody has any flashing sensitivity. But let's go look at my Amazon list or my TEMU list one more time. And everything for the most part that we okay. I'm going to talk about the rest of this stuff just because it was kind of nerdy. And so, when was this order placed? Because I am still using these multifunctional cleaning sponges.
$1.70
for a bunch of them. Got 8. I don't know if they're that cheap at the July 30th is when I placed this order. It has been almost 5 months since we started this. This was the second round too. But at any rate, the sponges, I still have about 6 of them left. They actually have worked quite well. Again, I had to place an order for some of this stuff just to get the other stuff for free off of TEMU.
Yeah, you trying to say you bought those for me.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I bought them for you, babe.
Christmas present.
She never does the dishes. That's my job around here. I'm particular about this item was discontinued. Well, thank God. This thingy was a knockoff.
She's washing the dishes now.
Right.
Well, I guess I just got told.
Say nothing, Edward.
The dogs are digging in the garbage too. Hey, leave it.
Leave it.
I bet that was really tasty. I bet that was steak juice.
Steak juice.
This was a knockoff antenna. Do not recommend. I'm glad it was free.
Nagoya or whatever.
It was no, it wasn't even. It was a knockoff Nagoya.
No.
It was I don't even know where it is. It works, but it is garbage. Not worth it. And the versatile LED flashlight, totally worth it. I bought this as a gift for someone, or actually no, I bought this one for me. And I lasered my call sign on it. It is a metal cased flashlight. It works very great. And then the Tesla coil wasn't all that great, but it would burn your skin, which was kind of cool. It would also light up a neon bulb, which was also really cool, but not exactly Tesla-y. This free plastic toolbox.
Oh my God.
Looks honking huge, right? Absolutely not. Like, legit, you could store one fishing lure. But what was cool about this little $4.85 box was that the KO4FSZ hiker antenna that Eddie won on a stream and then gave to me fits in that box perfectly, as if it needed the box. So let's go back in time. Let's make sure that we've talked about everything that we purchased. Most of these things.
This is actually not a bad flashlight.
Oh, I did give this to Eddie for Christmas last year. I sure did.
For $259 for a rechargeable light. I mean, you know.
Dispel.
And I'm a flashlight snobby. But that's a nice light for what it is.
For $3, and
Yeah.
I lasered his. I think I lasered his name or his call sign and said "Best Buds" or some junk like that on there.
Aw.
These are all signs that I have bought somebody, like Beer Limit 24. The chicken sign, I think I bought that for Billy. And you can see I bought, that's the one I think I bought you, was the Apollo Fire. This I got for the Pearson family. And this hangs over my grill in the garage. It is not as big as it looks. And of course, some Christmas stuff for me. I bought some stuff for other people. Yeah, so I've done quite a bit of shopping on here. This I haven't even opened yet. I bought that on August 8th to replace the screen on my actual phone. And we have talked about everything. And it is 9:57.
Killed it.
A have list. What is a have list? Let's fade back. Chris asked, what is a have list? But this right here, look at it trying to find my face in the camera. But you can see where I dropped a tire iron on it. This is not the one from TEMU. But I was going to replace it, but I mean, it still looks pretty good, you know? So I'm just going to leave it as is. But I had a flat tire, and I took the phone out of my pocket, laid it into the back of the Jeep, and when I got done, I just chunked the tire iron in there, and bam, landed right on top of my phone, and that protected it. It was the craziest thing. So I think that's it. Got anything else?
I don't think so. You should show. Well, you don't have it.
What?
The little toolbox is so cute.
Oh, you're talking about my little antenna box?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got it in the Jeep. I actually used it on the video that posted today on the channel. You can see that little box as I open it. You know what? I used it when you did your activation too, didn't I, Ashley? When you did the voice activation with my radio, the KX2, I think we had the KO4FZ antenna for that as well, and it was in that little box. So you can check that out in the video that I actually posted this morning. So does anybody in the chat have anything planned for this weekend or for Christmas as the what is the word? The Christmas break is coming up. And I know that I will be going to Tennessee, and I'm going to activate with Whiskey Zero Charlie Golf Charlie this weekend, or this week. And yes, absolutely, activating. I'm going out tomorrow. Oh, man, total buzzkill. Chris says, a funeral. Well, Kingsland. I think that was there you go. Then 5 parts near Cumberland Island. I don't know if I need them.
I want to say Cumberland Island National Seashore is closed right now, just in case.
Well, he did say around. Goal is to do a lot of hunting the next 5 days. Hunting. I'm just reading it as it's written. By Kyle, Alpha Alpha Zero Zulu, and not, he says not the parking lot. So is that one new to you, Chris? Is Cumberland Island? Yes, okay. Have I done Cumberland Island?
I didn't even know you could drive with Cumberland Island.
I didn't know you could drive there either, but it sounds like a plan. It sounds like we need to hit that up. All right, so it looks like we've got quite a few folks in the chat activating, and definitely going to get some hunting in the next 5 days, and finish all but one. See, Chris, AE4XO, Georgia Parks and Propagation, is trying to activate all of Georgia. I'm only 105 parks out of the 225 that there are. A lot of mine are north of I-20 that I need to activate. The ones that I need to hunt, I think it's a mix of 50-50, I think. I only need 17 or 18 more in Georgia. I'm really close. But because a lot of people do 20 meters, I don't know what kind of magic Georgia Parks and Propagation works, but
It's crazy.
he can work us from middle Georgia to anywhere that we are. I swear, anywhere. We could be in a hole 1,500 meters below the surf. No, 1,500 kilometers. I'm saying below Earth's crust, and I think he could get us on 20 meters. But it's totally not fair because I just can't do it. Now, a lot of it I think has to do with the fact that on 20 meters at my house, it's the antenna. I don't know what kind of antenna Chris is using, but man, he gets us. So that's the main reason why hunting in Georgia. Y'all, I'm sorry, my computer is starting to get hot. That's another reason why we're trying to put an end to this. You probably hear the fans. They sound.
They're screaming.
The government's going to get called because they're going to think it's a drone. Because I think this thing has about as many fans in it, this laptop, as a drone. Which actually, I fixed my laptop.
Putting the battery in it?
I did. If Eddie can notice,
It's less swollen.
it's a lot less. I can't find the battery. I want to smash it and watch it and watch it burn. But at any rate, it was not a TEMU fix. I actually went to Amazon. It is usually vertical to vertical, probably. A lot of times when I go out and activate, it's usually with an ATOS 120, and maybe he is ground waving that bad boy. Don't know if he's using an amp though. But now that you mentioned it, Dom, that's a good idea. I have a 5 BTV. 5 BTV or 5, I'm going to put that in the chat. 5 BTV, which is Hustler, if I'm not mistaken. That is the antenna that I do have in the backyard. I could stand it back up and actually use it. But y'all, I think we're going to get ready to pack it up for the night. My laptop is definitely screaming bloody murder right now. Yeah, it's negative 40 decibels. Holy moly. So it's definitely above a whisper for sure. I think a whisper is what? Negative 50? Or maybe it's negative 35. Maybe it's right at a whisper. So with that, thank you all for the super chats tonight. If anybody wants to become a member of the channel, you do get perks. And I think I have some stickers still to send out. I have some channel stickers if you want more. Find me at Hamcation. I can't go to Hamvention. It's in Ohio just because that is graduation weekend, and me being a high school teacher, I can't do it. But if you do want to become a member, you do get some perks at each level. The first level, you get some meme type stickers that you can post in the chat room. You do get these badges, which the badges, when I designed them, are going to change, but for now they're the basic, default badges. And hey, thank you so much. Yes, I'm looking for not Hamvention, Hamcation. Hamcation's Orlando. Hamvention, I can't go there. It's on graduation weekend. But then Huntsville as well. But on my channel, w1rcp.com, my webpage, I do sell some channel goods. So you can go shop there. The top tier member does get a discount. They just have to email me and I'll send them an invoice with the discount. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good, man. I cannot wait to meet you, Brian, Whiskey 1, Whiskey Charlie. And hopefully we can go activate together. Absolutely. At Huntsville, there's a park right there. Are you trying to feel the hot air?
That's his home park, I believe.
Is that your home park, Brian? You live pretty close to Huntsville, don't you?
And yes, I can feel heat coming off your laptop.
I used to keep drinks right there, and I'd wonder why my Mountain Dew would get so dang hot at the end. Yeah, he there all the time. Heck
Awesome.
yeah, buddy. How what, AE4XO and Georgia Parks, are you watching on 2 different screens? If so, that's pretty awesome. Montana isn't my home park, but in there a few times a month. That's funny, Chris. You're the best. Your iPad died. I gotcha. All right, well, we are going to head out tonight. I've tried to keep my ADHD together tonight as best I can. Meds wear off about this time, but hey, appreciate everybody who tuned in and appreciate all of the comments and the chatter. Thank you. Lick the like button on your way out. I want to thank Eddie for joining me on such short notice, like legit 20 minutes before we went live. I said, "Oh, Eddie, I'm making the decision."
You said 19 minutes.
Was it 19? So I said, "You're in, buddy. We're doing this TEMU thingy now. It's been long enough." So y'all have an excellent evening. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Happy holidays if that's what you need. Y'all have a great night. And 73. Send them hearts.